Good transition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking.
Oh, Kevin, you alive!
Hey. We're so concerned.
We know it's a mature stream, guys. Come on.
Yeah, you have to be 18 or older.
Okay, let me know in chat if you expect anything different of me.
Oh God.
What was that?
Battle stations.
Yeah, say my apartment's gonna blow up. That's all. Not my apartment, my house. Jesus.
No worries. Prepare for a deck save. All right. We're back after a unexpected break last week.
Unexpected journey?
Aha.
So you might
Going on an
you might be
adventure.
on one now. Unfortunately, we are missing Nick tonight, so we will soldier on without him. The role of Locke tonight will be played by moi. So get over it. That being said, I will not be having Locke control everything as a character. So let's get into a recap from last time. The Fellowship, specifically, we'll call them the Broken Fellowship at the time. I wonder where I got that term.
I've been rewatching
Broken
movies,
Fellowship.
man. Come on.
The trio were in prison for 3 weeks, up until the point where they've essentially had it, and in some of their believed delusions and cabin fever, attempted to make escapes through the wall and through various bars, and eventually took advantage of a bear attack in the city of Osgiliath, where the guards went on high alert and proceeded into a cacophony of a melee with a bear, and then utterly perplexed when the bear apparently just disappeared. In this confusion, the guards began increased patrols, and the interior actually diminished in guard force. The three then promptly broke out of their cells, thanks to Locke and his lock picking, recovered what gear they could, and made their way topside into the main area of the prison, where eventually they were discovered, and a encounter ensued. Fig arrived to help, along with, eventually, Ashlyn, leaving any enemy in their path unconscious. They made sure to kill no one that stood between them and freedom.
But
And Fig led them...
out of them.
Yes, Fig left many mental scars on a Gondorian soldier that night.
If we can get like anything animated, I just want to get that scene. Be like, oh my god, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh
She's
my
like,
god, he's got him! Oh my god.
Following Fig's lead, the reunited fellowship ran from alley to alley, shadow to shadow, all the way through Osgiliath, winding, trying to make sure no one was following them and losing any potential tails. And they came to a small alleyway that had a cellar entrance into a building. They went through and went down into a small, damp dirt room stockpiled with boxes, crates, and shelves with various knickknacks and supplies.
Patty wax.
And here they found
Gave a dog a
safe
bone.
harbor. Here they found safe harbor, all thanks to Wynn and Ashlyn, who allowed them to use the space as a bit of a safe house while they figured out what they do.
They're our family.
Discussion was had what they might do from here, but all the while, Locke had his ears perked by something they heard back in the prison about an ancient elven blade, apparently is stored in a warehouse nearby in Osgiliath near the wharfs.
Elaborate heist, elaborate heist, elaborate heist.
Kidding.
And while they planned to eventually leave the city, they didn't get to the full details of that plan just yet. When left the group, but not before he gave them a particular letter that was unmarked and unsealed that told the four of them that they've clearly made their decision. The city is not safe for them. Go where you need to. Get yourself established. You will find allies. We will talk later. Heavily paraphrased, but they have the letter in hand. All the while, apparently, Ashlyn wants to tag along with them, at least as far as that they will go to the next city, which initially has been set as Peligr, a southern Gondorian city off the Anduin River. While they plot a course and figure out their next steps.
I'm sorry,
Fig-
Brian, that is wrong.
Oh, sorry, it had to be in the form of a question.
Exactly.
All the while, before they took any next steps, Fig and Locke appeared ready to head back out into the night and investigate this warehouse at the wharf. And that is where we are going to pick up tonight. But before we get into that, the four of you still remain in this safe house for the time being, plotting your next steps, preparing what you're going to do. And for the first time in 3 weeks, and having broken out of prison, this is the first time the four of you were back together, only knowing most of each other briefly before this all went off the rails, if you will. While things have looked poorly and a little bit dour from here, the being reunited just fills you a bit more with hope, and you can all take inspiration.
I'm gonna. You gotta use it. You gotta use it.
I was trying to hang on to
Reunited and it feels so good.
Just really quickly, have you had Hype Train? Have you had the opportunity to review 1D&D yet?
I watched the video. I haven't dove into it.
There's a really interesting rule that they're adding where if you get a natural 20 on a roll, you gain inspiration. And
interesting.
And I'm excited to see inspiration have a more mechanical aspect in 5e because Adventures in Middle-earth was ahead of its time in that regard, in my opinion.
Adventures in Middle-earth is very heavy usage on inspiration, and it's very loose in its description. Well, no, I won't say that, because in D&D, the bard can give out inspiration. In this, the warden gives out gift die, so you can't really confuse the two terms. So it's kind of reliant on the DM or the Loremaster to give out that inspiration to be used for certain abilities. And I think mechanically speaking, there needs to be things in there to allow inspiration to be gained.
Yeah.
So it's not constantly like on the brain to be like, I need to give this out. So, but nevertheless, the four of you are in the safe house, and Fig and Locke look like they're getting ready to depart to investigate this warehouse. But before that, is there anything the four of you wish to do or discuss prior to taking the next steps? It is still the middle of the night, only broken out of prison in probably less than an hour ago. Maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But it is still nighttime.
So Osgiliath is no longer a sanctuary for us to long rest, is it?
I will say no. It is not.
So, in my mind, since we can't get a long rest, we need to get that elven blade and get out as fast as we can.
Yes.
You guys did take a short rest at the end of last session.
Right.
Yes. Short rest doesn't give me my gift die back, though.
Nope, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't give me any of my stuff back either, so great to know.
I got some of my stuff back.
Good.
Shut up, Kevin! I'm kidding.
Yay.
Fighters are great for just long hauls.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
But I mean, I think it's night. We go check out the warehouse now.
I'll go with you, Malvhor.
Well,
Fig and Locke were already set on doing that. They're looking like they're getting ready to go, so this is the opportunity for you guys to any last-minute conversations, things you want to do as a group, or make or change your minds. They already determined at the end of last session that the two of them are going.
Yeah, we're just reevaluating. So we could all just hit up the warehouse together, get the blade, and go. So that way we have the best chances. Or we could split up, which is a bit more, which may be a bit more dangerous. But if you want to be stealthier in the warehouse, perhaps Locke and only one other person go there, as we already discussed. And if that's the case, then perhaps I'm drawing a blank on Kevin's character's name. I want to say Mathan, but I know it's not. Cirion. Perhaps Cirion and I can secure passage on a boat, perhaps. In the meantime.
I think that's exactly what was said last time, because I think the goal was to try to make it as stealthy, friendly as possible. If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
That was the goal.
I'm fine with that, or if we really want to change things, I'm curious as to how. Whatever works.
The only way I see to change it is we all go to the warehouse together, so we're not separated.
Also, keep in mind, you guys were given a map of the region by Wynn to better plot a journey path.
Can I look at the map and determine if we need to secure passage, or if there's a way we can kind of, I don't want to say effortlessly leave the city, but not worry about it, if that makes sense?
Go ahead and give me a survival check at advantage.
My one character is not good at survival.
Advantage.
Advantage. You roll again.
Oh, shit, that's right. Sorry, I'm not used to getting advantage. God damn it! Well, shit rolls out of the way now.
It's hard to tell. The map itself, hard to see if it's to scale. And it takes you a bit to actually find Pelagira on the map. The best you can see is a winding river. From your eyes, it looks like it might be easier to walk.
So I'll pull out the map, kind of study it, and I'll look at Malvhor. Be like, well, don't know if we really need to secure passage, but we could easily probably just walk out of here, and I'll kind of point a general direction, like a path that I potentially see on the map.
Well,
What do you think?
I think walking can be dangerous because of the guards.
Anything could be dangerous right now because of the guards.
I feel like walking would require either a secret exit outside the city or sneaking through a guarded gate. Which, honestly, it's Fig's choice at this point. I feel like it's up to Fig whether we go to the warehouse as a group, or you and I try to find a way out of the city while they're at the warehouse, so we can skedaddle as fast as possible.
Well, Fig.
Locke doesn't get a say.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Locke. No, I'm kidding.
Isn't Aisling coming with us? Don't we need to inform her of what we're doing?
Indeed.
She
Is she
is.
still here?
No,
Yes.
she left.
No. Fuck. Feels
She
like
left
it's
shortly
been a month.
after Wynn.
I think.
So it almost sounds like we should hit the warehouse together, because we're gonna have to swing by Wynn's to pick up Ashlyn anyway.
I think, though, the lesser chances there are of you two specifically being seen, the better.
Well, I think the last time...
Following to the warehouse or going to the warehouse is just a longer exposure outside in the city before actually trying to leave. And that just, in my opinion, that increases chances of just being caught.
Would I know how long it would take for like a wanted notice to come out for us? Like they know in the jail that we broke out, but probably guards on the outside don't know that yet.
Huh.
Good question.
Because right now I'm thinking we're borderline incognito. The only people that'll know us is like specifically the guards, but they don't know we broke out yet. So no one's
most of them
actively
are
looking.
unconscious except for one.
Yeah, but I mean, we're pretty much. I don't want to say we're incognito because like, hey, the guards will be like, hey, you were arrested, but no one's actively looking for us.
So,
Yet, I should say.
how about this then, Fig? You and Locke go to the warehouse, find the blade, meet back up at Winds. We all meet back up at Winds, and we escape the city from Winds. Cirion and I can map out our actual escape from the city while you're at the warehouse.
Cirion, go ahead and give me a traditions check at advantage.
Oh, I'm actually good at this. And I spoke
Advantage.
too soon. Thank God for advantage.
17.
I'm still like, see, let's get the bad rolls out of the way now.
50% of Kevin's rolls have been natural ones so far.
Kevin's like, stats? I don't need them.
So, what stats? We don't need no stinking stats.
17. So you were never a prison guard, but you were definitely a regular city guard in Minas Ethel. Situations like this are a bit rare, but if they follow protocol, they would probably route things through a town crier, which usually won't be until dawn. At best, you guys probably have a few hours.
Get out at night, like I said.
Well, as long as we get out of here.
Yeah, until at least somebody starts announcing there's prisoners on the loose. Otherwise, the guards will still be actively looking, but the city itself won't be alerted just yet.
Well, we should stay away from any guard outposts or any guards that we know of. They'll know if we're out. They know us, at least me and Malvhor. At best, I say we don't want to stay here any longer, at least until morning. We want to get out of here under cover of darkness, too.
I still do not know this city, nor how to well escape from it.
Well, that's going to be Cirian's his job to figure out the escape.
Yes.
Yes, we'll figure that out. I think the plan should be as we said already.
Okay.
Objections? Anything, people? Anyone?
Getting out tonight sounds like a fantastic idea, kid.
I'm just pulling another, like, makeshift hairband randomly from my pouch and putting my hair back up in a half updo since I had let it go and be all grudge-like beforehand.
Okay.
Good luck,
Yeah.
you two.
I'll look over, I'll nod at both of you, and then I'll nod at Locke.
Well, yeah, then the reason you two are going to the warehouse is because Locke is really good at stealthy and you aren't wanted.
I am also good at stealthing.
Guess who's not good at stealthing? If I may quote Lindsay. Hi.
I'm not half bad at stealth, but I'm not nearly as good as the others.
Yeah, I am proficient, so hopefully that means something.
It means you're proficient.
Well, more than that.
Brian should be a motivational speaker.
Okay, I guess plot a path to escape and get a sword.
And meet when you have the sword. Return
At
back
Winds.
to Winds.
Understood.
Should we set a time frame for this? When should we meet back at Winds?
As soon as our tasks are complete.
Agreed.
Okay. Well, Malvhor, do you want to head towards Winds now, so we already have a head start?
Well, we should we could head to Winds if we want to link up with Ashlyn really quick to see if she has any insights on potentially escaping the city. But
And that's what I was thinking.
okay,
But
I was gonna say,
But
but
what?
we could also just start exploring for ways out now before we go to Winds.
well, I say we go there, and like you said, we can cram all our heads together. Wind's been here longer, probably than the city itself.
Wind probably went to bed, to be
With a
honest.
slight joke.
Wind's
And
probably
then-
asleep by now.
In the city
All right.
itself.
All right. Well, then Ashlyn's another good pick too. She seems to know the city pretty well. So,
Okay, sounds like a start.
okay, I'll start packing up my gear, and I'm gonna make like a makeshift like hood. Before I do that, is there any like cloth or anything in this place that we're in right now?
Yeah, there's a few raggedy bits of cloth that are just used to wrap things together.
Can I make like a makeshift hood out of it for all of us, or for me and Malvhor anyway?
Go ahead and give me a dexterity check. Just a straight dexterity check.
There you are.
He comes. Ooh.
13. Yeah. No, I mean they're not the most fashionable things on the planet, but they will at least keep your heads dry from the rain for now.
I'm more doing it for like a identity concealer.
I know.
Okay.
Identity concealer.
And I'll give like the makeshift hood over to Malvhor and go, there, put this on.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, kid.
Thank me when we get to Winds and we're out of the city. Vig, Locke, good luck. Be careful.
You as well.
See you soon.
I can't wait to hear more stories about the bear as I give a smirk and I walk out.
I can't use that again.
Worth a try, let's go.
So the two of you head out into the rain in the alley with the makeshift hoods you have. Look around, get your bearings, and keep to the shadows and start heading off towards Winds. Go ahead and just give me a general stealth check with the two of you.
Me
14.
and Malvhor?
Yeah.
Okay.
14.
Fuck, I'm burning inspiration. No, this is not the place. Fuck it. I just got it. I'm burning it. God damn it.
That's what I like to
11.
see. Burn it as soon as you get it.
This is not the scenario that I want to screw around with that. Though watch, I'm desperately going to need it later.
The two of you head off from here. And as they go up the stairs and the cellar door closes behind them, Locke looks over at you, Vig. Well, shall we?
We shall.
All right. Let's try to keep this quiet. We'll head down to the river and look for this wharf, or this warehouse near the wharf in the south.
Hydrate and dihydrate.
My jug's in the other room. This is my hydrate.
I
Is
will.
he-
I will follow your lead.
Let's do this together, shall we? No leaders. Let's just
Oh.
work together.
Okay.
Because if you follow my lead, then the DM is basically playing the game, and that's not how this works.
All right. Fair enough. Fig's ready.
I appreciate it. Locke goes up the stairs and opens the door out into the rain. You follow suit, and the cellar door closes behind you. I'll turn up
Quick
the rain because
question.
now you guys are outside. Yes.
I'm trying to remember. Were there any descriptors of the blade itself other than it being elven?
Well, Fig didn't hear it.
Right.
She wasn't
So,
there.
did they? Was it described to her at all? I don't remember, but I don't
I
think so. Other than just knowing an
Don't
elven blade.
believe so.
So with that, do I have the capability or know how to easily identify a blade of elven craft based on design or anything?
You were around a decent bit of it, assuming the blade is intact and not worse for wear.
Right.
Yeah, you can probably identify it.
Okay.
You could also ask Locke if he knows of a description.
Oh, I guess so. I was just trying to. Okay. What does this look like, this blade?
Well, I haven't seen it myself, but based on the description that the guards were giving, the blade seems fairly rusted over. Just the shape itself is what we're going for, and that the hilt is potentially a corroded metal. What piques my interest is the fact that they dug it out of the site of where we fought the Wraith.
Dig a hole, dig a hole.
And if it's important to them and they're storing it in this warehouse, and he sort of looks back to you and sort of cocks an eyebrow, they might be hoarding other things in there as well.
I see.
And if they're so keen to make us enemies of their city, then why not help ourselves, I say. For if there's treasure in this city, it deserves to be hunted, and that is what I shall do.
Something a friend of mine would say.
Oh, is that so?
The, make trouble back to those who caused trouble to you in the first place.
There are definitely people in this world that often deserve it. When you've been around as long as I have, and my people who have lived this world and tried to give back to those that deserve what they wrought, can be rewarding. But it could also destroy you. Fine line to walk.
I can understand that.
Stealth check, by the way.
Okay! Is it? Oh no, wait. I almost asked if it's dark, and 1, I already know the answer to that. 2, different skill check. I'm afraid.
Be
I'm okay.
afraid.
Okay. An 11 from Locke, 15 from Fig.
Pretty close to our stealth checks, actually.
Yeah, you guys are
I
all
mean,
consistently...
kind of mirrored. Yeah. I mean, I suck at stealth, so.
And so does Locke,
the two
apparently.
The two of you... Nick and I share similar
Yes,
roles.
bad
Mine
luck.
are shit, his are shit.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
You think they would cancel each other out, but okay.
I'm rolling in character is what I'm doing. Luckily, Osgiliath has no stalagmites.
Oh god.
Yet. So you guys are bantering back and forth as you move swiftly, but in a controlled manner to keep to the shadows and not show that if you are out in the open where there's gaps between alleyways across streets where there is some light coming from nearby lanterns and torches, that you don't look like you're in a rush, like you're running from something, but you sort of act naturally. But the two of you continue to talk as you move for several, maybe around 15 minutes or so, getting towards the actual river in the middle of the city, and then following it down towards the south.
Are there people around? Like homeless or beggars even, or is it quiet?
Give me a perception check.
Now I do this.
I just picture the original Assassin's Creed. Can you spare any coins?
Nom, 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 nom. Hey.
22. You see on occasion what looks to be a homeless or a beggar sort of cloaked and drenched in the rain. But there's not a lot of people out right now due to the weather and the time of day.
Okay.
And even those that you do see out are just sitting like at a corner or against a wall, and they're not even acknowledging you.
Okay. So nothing
Rude.
seemingly to worry about just yet.
Yeah, you get the feeling that some of the ones that are out here now and who you look at them and they're sort of like have their heads slumped down in the rain as it comes down on them, and you don't frequent cities, but based on the time that you have been here, you get that these might be late hour drunkards.
Uh-huh. I'm aware of those. Cool.
Yep. So no, you guys can continue onward. Was there anything else you wish to discuss with Locke as you guys were moving? The stealth check, I didn't mean to interrupt your thought process. I needed to get that in there before I forgot.
Oh no, that's fine. I think that was pretty good anyways. I'd love to RP, but I also would love to do that when Nick is actually Locke, so I'll save it.
Fair enough. I won't be the one to reveal any deep character meaning. I'll let Nick do that, so you can definitely talk to Locke and he can bounce stuff off of you.
Yeah,
So if
but I
you
don't want to
want
do
to
the
do
same
that,
to the
that's
DM either, so you already know my stuff.
They don't. The people.
Nope.
Okay.
I am focused fig.
Okay. In some time, you guys eventually come to the area of the southern part of the city known as the Wharf, and I am going to switch things up here. As you come to a section of the city where you can see the span of the Anduin from the west side of the city that you're on, and you can see flickering of lanterns and movement of torches on the other bank on the east side. As you come into a small square portion where a large stone bridge actually connects one part of the wharf to another, and then eventually over to the eastern side. And you look around and you see a smaller building sort of nearby the bridge that leads down, and then next to the bridge is a small staircase, wooden staircase that leads down to a dock area, and you see sort of small boats and even like canoes floating up and down from the water's movement. And next to this, you see a fairly large, nondescript building that has an alleyway that sort of wraps around it, and out in front of it, a singular double door with torchlight nearby. And you do notice initially, just at a glance, this area is a tad bit more active. There are several people moving about. What would you like to do?
That's a good question. Oh god. Are those doorways guarded, or is it just the fact that there's activity around them?
So I just gave you the initial activity, so you can go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you can discern anything else.
Okay.
Especially, it's still dark out, so it's hard to immediately make out certain things.
Same roll.
Wow. 22. What catches your eye is several individuals moving about holding lit torches. And the rain is beginning to let up. It's still sort of trickling down. And that the torchlight that they do move around with is reflecting off of them, bearing the sort of indication that they're wearing some sort of metal armor that is reflective. So that gives you an idea that these are probably Gondorian guards or soldiers of some sort.
Are
It's
they
hard from where you are to make out how many might actually be around here, but initially from where you are, you see one on a bit of a patrol path going down the bridge away from this side of the bank.
Okay.
One on the dock and one out in front of the door.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask next. Any patrol paths? You said the two larger, or the doorway of the two larger doors, that's facing an alley, or it's within an alley, right?
No, it actually faces right across from another smaller building.
Oh, jeez,
to the
okay.
left of that door is an alley that seems to wrap around to the other side of the building.
Okay, I'm gonna motion for us to go around to see what's on the other side, to the left of where that alley is, to see what else is on that wall.
To look into the alley or on the other side of the alley?
No, to look in to see what's on that wall we can't see.
You sort of...
Unless I'm still misunderstanding your directions.
I'm just gonna pull up a map.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so bad.
On the map,
with
on the
visuals.
map, on the map, on the map, on the map.
I was trying.
Too bad that song is copyrighted too.
Oh,
get
they're
in trouble,
prying
it's your
it from
fault.
my cold dead hands.
Ooh.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, this is pretty. Look at the water.
So
perfect to throw a
here
guide
is
in.
the smaller... Right here is the small building. That's
Okay.
across from the larger one, which is over here.
Right. Okay.
From where you are, you see a guard outside the door.
Uh-huh.
Kill him.
A guard on the dock.
No hesitation, kill him.
Drown him.
Uh-huh.
And a guard walking a path on the bridge.
Okay, and
Get
so
them.
we are...
I'll say you guys are right about here from where you came in at.
I didn't see a ping.
Because I'm on a different layer. Right here.
Oh, okay. Like
Oh,
right
one-
inside this little space? Or right here?
Probably at the corner of this building.
One of those.
You're probably hugging the smaller building, looking out. Let me just put up a ruler. You're probably here looking out into this direction.
Oh, so that black square right there is actually still small alleyway. Right here. I have a black square right there. What's
I
happening?
don't know why I keep using Fog of War. It's just more hassle than it's worth. That help you?
Nope, but I understand. It's all
Okay. The black on the far left, those 4 squares that are black, is that what you're talking about?
good. Yeah.
It's the edge of the map. There's just
Oh, okay.
it's just
'cause
street.
It
It's
like,
just street that keeps going.
okay, because it seeps into the black of the Fog of War for the smaller building, so I thought it was cut off. So, but it's all good. All good.
I'm never using Fog of War again.
Sorry. No. Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah, it does. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. Which? So I see those 3. And they're on patrol paths. Oh, and you're moving them as they're patrolling right now?
I will be.
Oh. Okay. What do I want to do? Okay. Actually, no, yeah, I still want to, try to just, like, sneak down this way and go around and see, and just get a perimeter of the building and see what else is around.
Do you want Locke to come with you?
No.
Okay. Alright, so you go down the alleyway hugging the left side?
Yeah, down this way, and I want to try to, like watch their gazes and, like, go when they're looking away from me, potentially.
Okay. So the 2 of you arrive into this area and hug the wall of the smaller building, and you look around and you see initially several guards just sort of moving about, which gives you sort of an indication that this is probably the warehouse you're looking at. Why else would it be heavily guarded like this?
Right.
You sort of lock eyes with one another, and you motion with your head towards the alleyway, and Locke nods, and you look over and see the guard at the door sort of shift his weight back and forth. And at one point, he takes his torch over and lights a lantern, or continues it burning next to him. And then he places the torch in a sconce, pulls out a pipe and lights it, and just begins smoking. And he shifts and looks out towards the river, and you take that moment and you quickly move from where you are into the alleyway.
Yeah.
And you gingerly move down the alleyway about 60 so feet until it comes to an edge, into a turn. And you glance down the right side, and you see it extends a bit further, and then just sort of ends at about a half wall. And from what you can gather, probably goes right into the river.
Okay.
But another thing you do notice, probably about almost near the end of the alleyway, is a back door.
Oh.
And right at the half wall, sort of, whoops. Right.
I can Kool-Aid Man it again, can I?
This is Osgiliath!
Right at the edge of the alleyway, looking out over the river, is another guard who currently has his back to you.
Oh shit.
Their armor will make them sink into the water and they'll drown. Kill them.
Is there, from where I am, is there any noise coming from that back door? Are there lights? Does it? Yeah. Does it seem like whatever it's connected to is in use?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. The door is 40 feet from you.
That's fair.
But as you are coming down this alley, you do pass two sort of iron-barred windows.
Oh.
And you do
okay.
notice around the corner that there are smaller, like almost arrow slit-sized windows near the doorway.
Yeah.
14. The only amount of noise you hear from here is the lapping of the waves from the river.
Okay.
And the guard at the end sort of coughs every now and again, sort of rests his arm on his sword as his armor shifts. But you don't hear anything coming from the door itself.
Okay. I will. Does Locke see me from where I am? From that far down? Or no?
With his elven eyes, yes, he does.
Cool. I am going to motion for him to come, and still to like be quiet. And then after I do that, I want to tiptoe up to the guard who's facing the water, and I just want to like put him in a hole and knock him out. Assassin's Creed style. Just a shh, go to sleep.
Taking a nap.
Yeah. Oh, don't move there, dick.
Just moving people. Alright, Locke's gonna get to about... He's gonna use his action to sort of dash and get there.
Okay.
You're on the corner? So you're up there?
Yeah,
so you're hiding around the corner? Okay.
Yeah, but as he was coming my way, that's when I wanted to creep up to the guy facing the waves if the coast seemed clear, and do that chokehold and knock him out.
Okay, well, as you wait for Locke, the guard begins to shift and turn around and start heading back down the alley.
Oh, then I'll stay right there at the corner, and I'm going to as he's coming, I'm gonna look at Locke, and as the guard is coming, I'll look at Locke, and I'll do like a one moment type signal, and I'm gonna like press myself against the wall, and I would like to use and I would like to listen for and watch for the shadow for the guard to get close enough where once he's about to turn that corner, that's when I grab him and try to do what I explained.
In my head, I just hear "Come here, boy."
Yeah.
Okay.
Different type of Assassin's Creed now. From around the corner.
Fig's Creed.
Everything minimized on me. I don't know why I did that. So as Locke sort of gets up alongside you, you look down and see what little bit of shadow there is. This guard's not carrying a torch, and there's no light back here. So the only light you're getting is from what's either from the moon or what beams of sunlight might be starting to rise.
Moon.
So you do see a glimmer of a little bit of a shadow, and you can hear the footfalls and the armor sort of clunking together as he becomes closer and closer to the edge. And
Would
as
he-
go ahead.
Nope, never mind. Those both involve perception checks, and I think that's not happening right now. So go
Kill
ahead,
him.
please.
Kill him.
No.
Okay. As you hug the wall and are placed up as flat as you can, you wait, and he gets to about parallel with you, and as he begins to turn the corner. How are you? You're just trying to
Yeah,
chokehold him?
Yeah, I want to do that and then try to like cover his mouth at the same time. So I just quietly like bring him down. I don't know how.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how the
Go.
character does it in Assassin's Creed, but that's what I want to do.
Go ahead and roll an unarmed attack at
Okay.
advantage because you are stealth.
Okay.
Good boy.
So go d20 and add your strength.
1d20. What's my strength? Oh.
I don't know.
Like plus.
What's your bench?
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, that's bad.
Jeez. A 15 does hit. That's his AC.
Your strength always catches me off guard because I expect it to be higher.
I keep thinking it is too, but I put it all in con to start with. And it's the plan to increase it later. Okay. What am I doing?
Gotta go to prison and get jacked.
Your attack lands.
Uh-huh.
Let me do one thing right here real quick. Okay. And you reach out and you grab him and you sort of punch him across the face just to like disorient him real quick, and you spin him around and you take your left arm and you wrap right between the elbow and the bicep right around the throat, and you lock onto it and just hold it there. You begin to like flex your muscle as you pull him in and just try, and as he's reaching up and scratching at your arm and actually beginning to draw blood as he's desperately trying to get out, and you hear the air escaping from his lungs and he just wheezes for breath. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Okay.
As he is desperately trying to break free of this.
Oh god. Okay. Come on.
And he rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
Ooh.
He gone.
The tension.
I know. I was like, do I use inspiration?
You keep him in your grip, and his strength begins to wane as he's really holding on to you, and his fingers begin to slip. And ever so slightly, go ahead and give me another athletics check, and he's gonna make one more attempt.
Oh no! Come on. Oh.
Give me some slack. There's no rules on choking somebody out.
I do jujitsu. Yes, there are.
What are the rules?
I don't think I should say them on stream. At least my personal rules.
20. Okay. As you drop to one knee and actually bring your arm up at an angle, so now he is being pulled down and is fighting to get back up, and Locke's just sort of standing there, and he walks up to the front of him and just goes and takes his two fingers and puts the eyelids down and just pats him on the face as he just goes limp and slumps to the ground.
I'd like to gently put him down. I
Yeah,
don't want
okay.
any clanking
Yeah.
armor.
Okay.
But then after I do that, and I'm gonna slowly rise, and I'll point to him I'll point to that back door behind me and go, I found another way in. And then I'll look down and I'll go, disguise, pointing at this guard.
It wouldn't hurt, but it might take a while to don the armor, and it might even be noisy to do so.
That's fine. And then I just turn around and head to the door. I would like to check if it's locked.
After that, I'm gonna need a new stealth check, though.
Okay. Oh no!
Natural 1 from Locke. Let me just put this boy to sleep.
Night.
As you move over towards the door, and Locke goes to follow you and actually trips over the unconscious body, and you hear as from the armor, and he goes, well, that can't be good.
Is the
What
door
was that
locked?
noise?
Oh, fuck.
Is the door locked?
Yeah, I want to check it really quick.
You place a hand on it and you push it open and it just gives freely.
Oh, good. I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna quickly motion a lock and run right
Oops.
inside.
Sorry, didn't mean to move you.
Oh, that's fine.
Do we just leave him here?
No. I'm going to leave the door open and I'm gonna drag him. No, I'll pick him
Alright,
up. I'll
so
pick him up. I'm gonna pick him up and just rush into the.
I'm getting Dishonored vibes right now.
Dishonored is such a fun game.
It is.
I'm gonna like run past Locke, push him toward the doorway, and then pick up the guy and run in after him.
Okay, so you pick up the body and you hear the armor clank and shift together as you heft them onto your shoulder, and you hastily run towards the door and go and open back inside, or go through the door inside. And as soon as you do, the first things you notice is it's dimly lit in here, but there are a few like sort of flickering candles about, and you see the room is stacked with boxes and crates and bags and all sorts of layers of dust and just all sorts of things that are just meant to be packed in here and stored away. Not to the same degree in size, but sort of the secret projects warehouse from Indiana Jones, where everything is just sort of locked away and just put into storage. It's just that it's nowhere near that organized, but that's sort of the vibe you're getting, is that this is just where a dumping ground of things that are not supposed to be somewhere.
Okay.
Immediately in front of you, you see a table with a broken chair nearby and a small candle on it that is lit and flickering. And sort of leaning over the table, you see another individual with armor on, who hears the footfalls from somebody hefting armor coming inside, and you just hear them straighten up. Aren't you supposed to still be on watch?
Oh God. Okay, what do I do? I am.
I just came in for a quick break. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
Is that Locke?
It is Locke.
Can I give him my inspiration? Does he have inspiration?
He does have inspiration.
Could he use it?
If you really want him to, you'd be burning Nick's inspiration.
Oh, no. Will you forgive me if I do?
I don't know.
Can I use my inspiration instead?
Not to re-roll his roll. He'll burn the inspiration.
Okay. I'm not pip.
Same roll.
just that fuck got me.
As he does that, I'm going to close the door behind us quietly, and I'm going to try to
Close the door behind you. Shh.
I'm going to This is a problem.
Hurry up. The guy's about to turn around and acknowledge us.
Okay. No, I'm gonna close the door and I'm going to. I am going to. Oh my god! I was not prepared for this, but I should have known. I'm just gonna drop the guy and then lunge at the other one.
Hang on. I realized I never put him on the board. There he is.
Oh yeah, how
There
far
we
is
are.
he?
20 feet.
I
10
can
feet,
lunge
sorry.
that far, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this is an initiative at this point.
Oh god.
Because a natural 1 stealth to get here, the amount of noise you made to break stealth to pick the guy up and heft him in here, and the failed deception check. The jig's up.
Okay. Not what I was wanting.
Well, I doubt anyone wanted this. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, great.
Initiative.
Why can't I? Oh, because I'm unruler. Why?
Wow.
My ears.
Jesus.
Is this?
This is gonna be a fun conflict.
All right.
All right.
We're never gonna get out of Osgiliath because now Fig and Locke are gonna get captured again.
Oh, we're dead. Kidding. Never know.
I've never.
All right.
They can't
At
capture me.
The top
I'm
of
a
the
bear.
round is a certain individual that does some stuff.
Oh,
My
for
favorite kind of individuals.
And then at the next one is actually the guard who is alerted to you, who's going to turn around and
Turn around.
meet eyes with the two of you and sort of brace himself and draw his sword and pick up the shield next to him. And he's going to quickly look around the warehouse. And he's going to move.
Move.
To right there. He's going to use his bonus action. That's the wrong thing. Yep, he's going to use his raise the alarm ability.
No.
Oh no.
And that will end his turn. That will bring us to Locke,
Oh dear.
who's going to... Bear with me. I have to look through Locke's sheet.
Here's a button.
This is giving me too many vibes of how it always works out for me in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I like do something well at first, and then I alert the whole freaking town. And that's usually when I rage quit and start over.
So Locke is going to draw his bow and notch an arrow as he runs off into the sort of the middle of the warehouse and slide behind the boxes and use his bonus action to hide. And as he slides, he's gonna pop back out onto the other side and continue moving as he brings out the arrow and lets it go and make an attack. With a 16 or with a 13 will miss as the arrow goes wide.
Ooh.
And you see him lower the bow. Damn it. And he sort of looks back towards you, Fig. We're gonna have company. And that will end his turn.
Lindsay does like friends.
Not in this sense.
Big.
So, you said he used the raise alarm ability. Does that mean there's something already, like, ringing out or alerting others? Or is he about...
You don't hear anything.
Okay. Then I would just like to growl and get into an annoyed fury. And I would just like to I would like to lunge and land on the guy
Oh God.
and bring him down to a prone.
Do you have the movement to get to him?
Oh, no, I think I can get right in front of him.
Well, that would be enough to get there. There is a table in your way, so go ahead and give me an athletics check.
I would like to jump
Or
over
acrobatics.
the table and grapple this bitch. What?
Give me an athletics check or an acrobatics check to clear the table to do a straight line.
I'm gonna say that jujitsu one of these days. I'm gonna hop over this table and grapple this bitch.
Is athletics part of something I get?
You are furied, so you do have advantage on strength checks, which would be athletics.
Okay, I'm going to do that then.
12 is enough to clear the table.
Okay.
So you want to push him prone? As you run over and you sort of with one hand jump over and push off the table, you knock the candle off onto the ground. It sort of rolls off and the wax begins to pull beneath it. But you do get to the other side of the table right in front of him. What do you do?
The end goal is I want to knock this guy out too. Can I at this rate, if I get him on, well, I would probably have to get him on the ground first and then try to, like, grapple that way, right? Or,
Any attack you make, if you don't want him to die, you can just say it's non-lethal to knock him out.
right.
So it doesn't
Oh,
have to
I
be...
see how this is going now, because we're in initiative. Okay, so
Yeah,
it can't
this is
be the
a
same way
fight.
as I did the last guy.
No, this is an actual fight.
All right, then yeah, I wanna land on him and knock him prone.
Okay, so you want to shove him.
Yeah.
All right,
Sure.
go ahead and roll a d20 and add your strength. It's a strength.
Sorry.
You can have advantage from Fury.
Oh. Okay. Jeez, 15.
15 is his AC.
Wow,
So
I
as
keep
you
meeting these.
Slide up over the table and you get up next to him and you just grab his arm and you sort of redirect him as he's trying to run away and over to behind you and just spin him in a circle and throw him to the ground.
That was loud, I'm sure.
As the armor clanks to the wood.
After that, I'm gonna just hold him down, and I'm gonna quickly look at Locke and in a growl. I'm just gonna go, find it now! And that's my turn.
All right, that brings us to the unconscious soldier next to you. Who's
Stay asleep!
brings us to the one on the dock who hears a crash from within and turns around. What's going on in there?
Can only pin down so many of them.
As he's going to move up towards the other guard. And that's his turn. Top of the round. That guy does stuff.
Awesome, awesome.
Does some
You can move
things.
yourself. You are an initiative. You can move yourself when you move.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just moved you across the map to be
Oh.
next to the guy.
I'm sorry. I've been tense focused ever since.
Um,
It completely
that-
backfired on me.
That brings us to the soldier on the ground who's going to use half his movement to stand.
Oh, I should have grappled him. I was thinking grapple, and I
So now
still
he has
said
15
prone.
feet.
Fuck.
He's going to use all of it to get to the door. You do get an attack of opportunity. if you choose to take it.
Yeah. I will.
Go ahead and roll attack.
I am going to. Can I do it recklessly but still have it be non-fatal, or is that counterintuitive or counterproductive narratively?
No, I'll say you can do it.
Okay.
I like the little conga line.
Right now, there's a wood door, double wooden door separating this alerted guard between two others outside.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna flip my axe and hit him with the hilt of it or whatever. Woo!
Natural 20.
Damn.
Wait, do you have advantage with your attacks for oh, reckless, right. You're correct.
Yes.
Okay. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh.
Was this two-handed or one-handed?
It's the same either way, but it's still a plus
Oh.
2. It was technically one hand, though, in my head. It's always
Okay.
going to be one-handed with me, because I normally will have a shield. But the way I just envisioned it was one-handed, too.
As he begins to run away from you, and you actually pull out your axe and you twist it around so the actual blade doesn't come first, and you swing wildly, and as he gets just barely out of your reach, you connect to the side of his helmet, right where the ear would be, and completely knock him off balance, and he stumbles to the ground briefly as he pushes himself back up and continues to slowly move towards the door.
Awesome. I think that's all I got. Oh, right, because that was only an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that was your reaction. That will bring us to Locke.
Oh,
Yes.
can I? Because I remember
was your
I had
reaction.
this. Oh. This won't work as part of a reaction, will it? The new thing.
What is it?
When you take the attack action, and successfully hit.
No, this is
Okay.
a reaction.
That's fine. Okie dokies.
All right. Locke's gonna keep moving from where he is as he slides behind a narrow passage between several crates as he notches another arrow and spins out the other side right as the guard gets to the door, and he's going to make another attack.
Oh, so he's ignoring what I said. Cool.
And that will not be sneak attack.
Sneaky, sneaky.
The 12 as the arrow goes right past the guard's face and embeds itself in the door. And now he's going to double back.
Did he choose to ignore what I said? Is that obvious, or?
There's too much going on, and especially in your fury, it's really hard to tell. That will end Locke's turn, though. Actually, he's going to, as he moves away, he will bonus action hide. There's the decent roll. That will end his go. Does stuff. Guard outside the door who's going to acknowledge the one who ran up to him. Fig.
I'm going to race after the guy that went to the door that I managed to hit. I would like to... Oh, what can I do here? I would... How bad does he look after hitting him? Like, just, like, disoriented but still okay? Or, like, I can do... Does it look like I can do another hit and get him down, or...
He looks extremely wobbly after that last hit. The point, like, he almost crawled to the door and stood up here, and he is catching his breath.
I would
And
like...
he is just reaching for the door to begin trying to open it.
Okay, I would like to do another one of those whacks, like I just did with the attack of opportunity.
Okay.
And I would like to do that again recklessly.
Okay, go ahead. 21 will hit.
Still one-handed. 6.
Total of 6, yep. You run up behind him, and he's reaching for the door to sort of grab onto the handle and pull it open. And you grab him by the collar of the armor and yank him back as the armor sort of shifts. And
Yes.
you bring up the axe, and with the back head of it, you just bring it back down on the side of the neck in one fell swoop, and he just and slumps to the floor with a clash of his armor.
Can I? Aw, I can't catch him, can I?
Give me a dexterity check or sleight of hand.
Okay. I think they're the same, but yes. So whatever. Oh, sorry, I was still an advantage, but
17
is
still
the
straight
first
roll. Yeah, with your grip on the back of his armor to pull him away from the door, and you bop him, that's enough for you to hold on to him and just slowly put him to the ground.
Okay. What is? Oh, I think that's all of my action stuff, anyways. But what is this right here? Is this a shelf
It's a shelf.
on either side? Are they
Yes.
attached to the wall?
Yes.
Okay. And then as I put him down, I want to put his body against the door and then start bracing myself at the door too to like try to, in case someone tries to come in, I want to like keep hold there. And as I do that, if I can, I will then still through gritted teeth just look at Locke and go, "Find it!"
All right. That brings us to that guy who is unconscious. Brings us to the one soldier outside, and you can hear muffled conversation from the outside as the two of them are talking, and you hear a, "What's the matter? Did you drop something in there? Heard a crash."
Look at Locke and I'll be like, I in the best what is it, Westrun right now?
Western, yeah, Western.
I'm gonna clear my throat and go, I dropped my shield. Don't come in.
Give me a deception check.
Fuck, oh no, I don't wanna. It's a -1.
Ugh.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
I love how we just got it and half of us already have burned through it.
Ugh. 1 point better.
Hey, better than... A little better than mine?
Isn't that the same roll Locke got too?
On his deception, yeah, 6.
Ugh.
The two guards look at each other, and you can hear metal being pulled out of a sheath.
Uh-oh.
Love that sound.
I'm still bracing against the door and using his body to help me.
He goes to kick in the door. Go ahead and give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, do I have? Duddy dum 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 dum. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Where'd they go?
Dum 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 dum.
When you make... Is that another thing Yes, okay. Okay.
16. As the door pushes up against you and you get pushed forward a bit, you come back to hold the door any bit you can, and it seems to hold initially, but you hear the foot fall to the ground. Go around back. I'll hold here.
Yay. Okay.
All right, that's gonna bring us to Locke, who's going to make an investigation check. The 12 is you sort of like holding the door and you look and you see him like climbing a stack of boxes and using his knife and propping them open, pulling it and looking around. Pushes it to the side, hops down, goes over to another. Where the bloody hell is it? That'll end his turn.
If it's in the small building, I swear to God.
This guy's going to use his action to dash. All the while yelling, "Alert the Citadel Guard!"
The guy with the big fucking spear.
Vig.
I'm back.
I attacked last. Yes.
Yeah, you're currently bracing
I'm
the
still
door.
in a fury. Okay.
If you don't take damage or you make an attack this round, it'll go away.
Does it sound like no? Can I take a quick look around the room and see if I can find any sort of can I investigate the room from where I am for any indication of like what kind of box it might be in? If there's a fun
You can
looking
give me an
box.
investigation check.
It's in a jar of dirt.
Wow. Okay.
16. All the boxes here look pretty identical. There's nothing that's blatantly saying, "Hey, sword here." But as you look around, some of them are in various states of wear. Something from like with a candle you knocked. Yes.
No, keep going. I had an idea.
The candle you knocked over, the light has sort of shifted a bit as the wick is still slightly burning, and you see something almost shining or glimmering off into that side of the room.
I'll nod my head toward that direction to Locke and nod my head that way to tell him over there.
Okay.
Over there. What is there?
Anything else?
I'm sorry, which direction on the map?
By the candle.
By the candle. There's something glimmery.
Yep.
Is that a chest right there? Right here?
That
direction?
in particular is, yes.
Okay, I'll stop asking questions.
No, but what are you trying to ascertain?
If that glimmer is coming from that chest, or if that chest looks. Yes, the former question.
Yeah, immediately, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell them they'll check there. The shelves are attached to the wall, which sucks. I'd love to use them as a barricade. I wish I could go bear right now.
Anything else?
I would like to stay put for one more round and keep racing.
All right,
And
so
make
you
sure and
brace.
kick the guy behind me a little bit, the body, to like make sure his body's helping me out with the door.
All right, so you eye something glimmering, catching your eye, reflecting back at you, and you try to get Locke's attention over to there, and you brace the door one more time. And as you do, you feel the blood rush begin to subside as your fury ends.
Yeah.
That will bring us to his go, who is going to make an attempt at the door. Go ahead and give me a strength save.
Okay. Oof.
As your fury wanes and your shoulders go slack for just a moment, you feel the door back up against you, and this time it's enough to send you forward, and the door opens wide open.
Ouchies. Okay.
And can't, because that was his action, but the door is open and he steps into across the threshold to sort of block it from being closed. But that is his turn. That ends his go. He's unconscious. Locke's gonna move over here. Make an investigation check. The 20. as he comes over and he lifts open a side of the chest that had been broken open. He searches through it and he finds something inside of it. Let me see here. As he pulls it out, and actually, from your point of view, kind of hard to tell, but it's something about yay big that appears to be made of gold. He looks at it, shrugs, and immediately pockets it.
Okay. Nothing else?
He's going to use his bonus action to dash over to here, as he noticed a cellar door. And that's his turn. Moving an individual. I'm just going to put him back on the map now. The Citadel Guard begins to make his way back across the bridge.
Oh my god.
Gondorian soldier who is trying to make his way around is going to use his dash action to get there, and his turn. Fig.
I'm first gonna get very angry that someone kicked the door open at me, because I'm sure that hurt. So I'm gonna use another fury. And then, that guy is right in front of me. He's inside, or is he still outside?
Yeah, he's blocking the door at this point.
What is Locke doing? He went toward a cellar. Do I notice it?
He went... Yeah, if you were looking around, you probably saw him going across, yeah.
Alright, I'm angry. What do I angrily want to do? I'm just going to get pissed at... Oh my god. I'm going to... I would like to take the guy who... Oh my god, hold on. Okay, no, I am going to whirl around at the guy that opened the door on me, and I would like to do the same kind of attack I've been doing with the other end of the axe to hit him non-fatally, but I'm just super pissed and he's right there because he hit me with a door.
Okay, make an attack.
And I'm gonna do it recklessly.
Did you Fury again?
I did. That was
okay.
yeah. So I got one left after that.
11 will miss.
I really needed that to hit. That was the one I really, really needed to hit. This is horrific. I think that's all I got. Can I just slam the door in his face?
He's in the threshold. He moved in to prevent it from being closed.
Well, that's my turn. That's all I got, so.
All right, well, brings us to his turn, who is going to make an attack at advantage for Reckless with a 14.
No. No.
Misses?
Yes.
Do you have your shield out?
It still misses.
I know, but do you have your shield out?
No.
For my own knowledge. Okay.
Yes.
You just bring up the axe and you parry it off, and as he steps back and he looks back across the bridge, and he sees the Citadel Guard moving over.
Yup.
Reinforcements, come on!
Awesome.
Ends his go.
Anxiety is starting to climb.
This could not have gone worse. One roll.
That's all it takes.
But not even... Ugh.
See another individual from across the street come out of that building.
Oh no. Oh no. We really should have been there.
No, I mean
hindsight.
the same thing would have happened with the
all-
same stealth rolls.
All
so,
four of
I
us,
mean,
all 4 of us could have killed them all. We'd be fine.
With a 9, still misses. That'll end his go. That guard is asleep.
I knew
Locke's
that
going
guy
to
would be inside that building.
Locke's going to open the cellar and drop down and sort of disappear out of sight.
Bye.
Where is? As you hear the hatch open, you hear a creak as it slams into the other side as he completely disregards stealth at this point, and you hear him drop down. And after a moment, as this other guard runs up in front of you and makes an attack and misses as you parry it off, you just hear, "I got it. Let's go!"
Uh-huh.
But he'll make his way about halfway back up the ladder and
Yeah,
then
that's
there.
what I thought.
That'll bring us to the Citadel Guard, who's going to 30 feet, and then action dash. "15, 20, 30 as he walks in and looks around and
Yep.
thankfully doesn't see Locke because he's on the ladder. So he's going to use his action to continue to dash.
Hi. Works for me.
Vig,
Hold on, I'm trying to check something really quick. It's if your turn ends and you have an attack. Oh, okay. So I did attack, so I'm still fearing. Cool. I want to hit somebody.
Well, you got lots of options.
Yeah, I will go after that same guy in front of me, who first attacked me. I'm going to, but before I attack, I'm gonna growl as I then grab my shield, because shit's gotten serious now, but my axe is still in the non-fatal thing, and I'm just gonna do a really hard, reckless swing at the guy in front of me and just try to hit. So I'm gonna attack with reckless anger.
17 will hit
Good.
successfully. Go ahead
Because-
and roll.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go
ahead and roll
We'll
damage.
do that. So 11, and then can I do this? Yes. You may use this ability. Yes. Okay. For some reason it's not there, but cool. After that, I'm going to choose the 2 conscious people in front of me and the one behind me that's dashing to me to make a wisdom saving throw.
Stand by. Okay. So, describe to me how you attack this guy
Oh.
for this to happen.
Like I said, I like menacingly, like I growled and menacingly put my shield in front of me because like I said, things got serious, and then I just did one big like reckless baseball swing across right at him to just whack him upside the head and just knock him out if I could still.
So you come forward, and with a menacing growl behind you, you whip the axe on the blunt side across his face and connect, and you hear the metal connect across the helmet, and the helmet almost spins and flies off as he turns around, and you see the whites in his eyes completely appear as his legs buckle and he slumps to the ground. In one hit, he's knocked out. Because of that, the 3 you select would be the one behind you, the one immediately to your left, and the Citadel Guard is still within range of 60 feet.
Yeah, because it was going to be the one in front of me if he was still up, but no, I would do...
11 is his hit points.
Oh, okay, then this guy, this guy, and the guard if he's in range.
The Citadel Guard is in range, and since you actually
Okay.
knock this, since you knocked this individual out in one hit, they all automatically fail.
Oh. Oh, I forgot this was a thing.
So you using your violent display
Yes.
as you just roar out and completely just baseball, almost take the guy's head off of his shoulders, and he just falls over like a sack of potatoes. Everyone in sight who observed it immediately stops and takes 2 steps back. They are frightened.
Perfect. And I will look behind me toward Locke, and in that furious state, I'm gonna go right behind you. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get right up to him right here. Oops, sorry,
All
right
right.
there. Which I'm assuming
13.
does many things.
Attack of opportunity of 13 will miss.
Yes, I do have my shield out now, like
Yep.
I said.
All right, that ends your go. That guy's unconscious. He's unconscious. He is frightened.
It just says they have a disadvantage on their attacks against any creature that's not me.
Oh wait, they're not frightened?
No, that might be something else that we were discussing.
Whoops. Too many things going on in my head.
Yeah. They just have disadvantage against anybody else that's not me.
Okay. Well,
Because I think this was like a taunt.
okay. Well, 13 still misses.
Okay.
Okay. Well, he's now can move towards you. Anyway, so
Okay.
he's gonna move in there and make his attack. The natural 1 as he runs in and actually trips and falls over the absolute disorganized mess that Locke has been spilling out here.
Mm-hmm.
But that is his go. That one's unconscious.
I'm sorry, he attacked me with what? Did he do with advantage? Because I attacked
No.
recklessly.
Oh, a 12 still misses.
Okay. I'm just trying
Good
to be
looking
fair.
out.
Yeah.
Good looking out. It brings us to Locke, who's going to heft himself up to the platform, and you see him gripping a rusted, almost curved elven blade in like a reverse grip. Back out the way we came.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right,
do
he's
like
going to-
with a nod.
He's gonna bonus action dash and end his turn. Guard. Advantage still? 19.
Is this still the same round? Yes.
Yes.
That'll hit.
4 piercing.
Fun. Is that halved?
No, 2 piercing.
Oh, suddenly I'm glad I'm a tank.
Nope.
You skipped me.
No, I didn't. Go ahead.
It's fine, I'm a dash. My dash will keep me right behind Locke.
11 and 12 both miss with attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
Unconscious. Unconscious. Does there go? Whoops. Locke's gonna run to the edge and then stop and peer around the corner and watch as the Citadel Guard moves in.
Oh. Okay.
And I move that guy prematurely, so that's actually his move. Fig.
Keep on dashing, so right behind, literally right behind Locke.
Alright, so now that you catch up to him, he glances back as you were running up and he holds up a hand, so you stop as he peers around the corner to make sure that the guards went inside. And then he lowers the hands. Alright, go, go!
Cool. I lose my fury at this rate, I'm assuming. And then,
Yeah.
I'm just right behind him. I assume we're heading right toward winds at this rate.
You are indeed, as the two of you bumble through an attempted heist, but do come out with what you were looking for,
Oh my god.
leaving the guards behind. But you do hear cacophony as they begin to ring bells to alert this district of Osgiliath.
Ooh.
The two of you run out back into the night as the rain subsides, and you see the sun beginning to peek over in the east. And that's where we're gonna take a break.
I need alcohol. Oh my god.
Hail, adventurer! Are you a dungeon master with a desire to transport your players to fantastical settings? Perhaps they are deep in the dungeon of a mad lich.
Fools, you have intervened for the last time. Let's see you survive my fireball.
Or perhaps the party has just come across bandits, and the Goliath monk releases a flurry of blows and a stunning strike to gain control of the conflict. Nice rolls on the attack. Or maybe the party is taking a breather after another difficult quest. If this sounds like something you want at your next ttrpg session, then head over to battlebards.com. By subscribing to BattleBards Prime, you get the ability to immerse your players in your campaign. You'll get complete streaming access to the libraries of both BattleBards and Platemail games. And whether your game is in person or virtual, you won't be limited, as you will have access to a caster and a mixer to be able to broadcast the tracks to all of your players. And of course, if you want to download and keep any tracks, then you get 20% off all in-store purchases. So what are you waiting for, adventurer? A quest posting at the local guild hall? Get over to battlebards.com and subscribe today, and use the coupon code ADVENTURE at checkout. Stay proficient, adventurers. Hail, adventurer! Are you a dungeon master with a desire to transport your players to fantastical settings? Perhaps they are deep in the dungeon of a mad lich.
Fools, you have intervened for the last time. Let's see you survive my fireball.
Or perhaps the party has just come across bandits, and the Goliath monk releases a flurry of blows and a stunning strike to gain control of the conflict. Nice rolls on the attack. Or maybe the party is taking a breather after another difficult quest. If this sounds like something you want at your next ttrpg session, then head over to battlebards.com. By subscribing to BattleBards Prime, you get the ability to immerse your players in your campaign. You'll get complete streaming access to the libraries of both BattleBards and Platemail games. And whether your game is in person or virtual, you won't be limited, as you will have access to a caster and a mixer to be able to broadcast the tracks to all of your players. And of course, if you want to download and keep any tracks, then you get 20% off all in-store purchases. So what are you waiting for, adventurer? A quest posting at the local guild hall? Get over to battlebards.com and subscribe today, and use the coupon code ADVENTURE at checkout. Stay proficient, adventurers. All right. One singular announcement, I believe, unless there's more that I'm not aware of. As of right now, our Thursday streams will not be happening for foreseeable future, I believe. Lindsay's going to be stepping back for a while. So,
A while.
Thursdays are free. That is all. Go about your business. All right.
Cool, I'm
Let's
out.
dive.
So simple.
That's all I have.
Yeah.
Everything else is the same, I believe. All right, so let's get back into it. Let's return with Malvhor and Cirion, as the two of you leave the safe house and head over towards the King's Respite. You safely get over there, dodging a few close calls of roaming patrols, but you do make your way over into the King's Respite. That is quiet at this hour. The interior space is, lack of a better term, dead. There's a small fire in the fireplace, and you do hear some voices coming from sort of the back area near the bar, but you guys do just arrive.
And it's just us in the main room.
As of right now, yeah, you guys literally just walked through the door.
I'm going to go up to the bar, and I'm just going to knock on the bar.
All right, you knock on the bar. Hear the voices sort of subside. And
And you see the door behind the bar sort of creak open, and you see Wynn's face pop out. Oh, friends. And he sort of looks around. What are you doing here?
Wynn,
I mean, this is where they found you last time.
Yes,
I feel like they'd search here.
we're leaving tonight. Leaving the
If
city.
any luck, they won't search for us by morning.
For a long time, Wynn. I don't know when we'll be back. But we thought it would be best to pick you and Ashland's brain for a second. Honestly, I thought you would be asleep by now, Wynn. It is quite late.
It's old injury from my days keeps me up sometimes.
But, yeah, we were coming here to pick, really Ashland's brain, but since you're here, your brain as well as, I guess, about subtle egresses from the city.
Subtle. Scratches his beard for a bit. Thinks. There's not a whole lot in terms of subtlety that I'm aware of. There's the sewers. You could try that. If you're not looking to go out a gate. Beyond that, it'd be trying to go through the river.
So it sounds like we really have 4 options. A gate, the sewers, the river, and the hole in the northern wall.
I don't know how large that hole is. It might just be a crumbled section of wall. I haven't seen it myself. I'm just going off of rumors.
Well, what do
You
you
certainly try.
what do you think? Where's the nearest sewer entrance to here?
There's a few nearby the river. Otherwise, you can probably find one near the baths.
Okay, I'll keep those locations in mind. I mean, Cirion, we could always just try going for a gate and just run it and just running out of the city if we get caught. What are they gonna do? Chase us all the way? Chase us all the way to Mordor or someplace?
Possible.
I don't think they'd chase us further beyond the city. They'd probably fall back and regroup, if anything. But the sewers might be our best bet.
I feel the same way. I feel like the sewers would offer us the best cover, and we could find our way maybe even to a less covered part of the city.
The gate would just be the most direct approach.
Let's call that Plan C. Right now, Plan A, I think, should be the sewers, cover, and moving as quickly as possible.
Well,
Just
we've got some time. Why don't we go out and scout and find one of these sewer entrances?
Agreed.
And just so you know, Wynn, we will be back here one more time tonight.
Oh, any particular time I should expect you?
Before
Like I said.
sunrise.
Very well. Like I said, they found you here before, so I wouldn't be surprised if they make a stop by. That's why we stowed you on the other side of the district in that safe house.
And we appreciate that. We think it'll take them some time to recuperate before they are able to initiate a full-fledged search for us. So, we're hoping to be out of the city before then.
Very well.
Did
And as a DM, I feel like I have to reiterate this in case I was misunderstood. The guard is actively looking. They have not alerted the city.
yeah.
The city will not be alerted as like private citizens until morning. So the guard themselves are actively searching the city.
Okay.
Ew, okay.
Yeah, no, the town crier to alert the city won't happen until sunrise when the whole city wakes up. But the guard, the military itself, is fully aware.
Oh, they still unconscious.
You knocked out the whole the whole army.
One person from that prison got away.
Yeah, and you heard the bells ringing shortly after your escape from the bastion. So
True,
the
true.
whole barracks is alerted.
True.
Because I feel like you guys might have misunderstood me earlier, so I wanted to...
Yeah, I think I did, if anything, but that's okay. It's not that big a deal.
It just makes things puts a little bit more pressure on us. Is Ashlyn back there?
Yes, her and I were just having a discussion.
Well, tell Ashlyn to... I assume the discussion was about Ashlyn leaving.
It was.
Well, pass on a message to Ashlyn then. Ashlyn needs to meet us by the bathhouse before sunrise. If she's not there, we're leaving without her. We can't wait.
Very well.
Whether she comes or not is between you two.
I will pass along the message.
You're a good man, Win.
Well, you best be off.
Yeah, before any guards
Burning-
show up. In that
Burning
case,
moonlight, as they say.
as they say, in that case, we will not see our faces around here again tonight. Should the other two make an appearance, I trust you would direct them to the bathhouse.
I will, and the both of you stay safe. Get as far from here as you can, and wherever you end up, I hope that it brings you peace and a resolution to all of this.
Honestly, I hope there's more adventure to be had. Frankly, my life was boring up to now.
That's all fine. Adventuring eventually just leads you to a broken down city running a tavern with no one to travel through.
I think I traveled through it a fair amount.
It loses its luster after a while.
I'd be lucky if I ended up like you, Win. Take care.
You as well. I look forward to our next meeting.
I hope we have another also.
Let's go to the baths, then, Cirion, and find that sewer entrance.
As you wish.
All right. The two of you head back out into the night. Stealth checks, please.
Ooh!
22.
Oof, that was almost survival.
That's not
7.
Ah,
Two of you head out into the night, moving from the King's Respite over into the sort of western district towards the bathhouses. It's
Where, really
probably
quickly,
good. Yeah,
where's the barracks? On the east side?
west side.
Oh, we're going closer to the barracks. Oh no, okay.
can we not? We take the long way around.
The closer we are to danger, the further we are from harm.
That makes no sense.
Okay, sorry.
What?
Sorry for interrupting you. I was just curious.
Does that change what you guys are doing?
No.
Okay.
Bathhouse is much more an iconic landmark than just the river.
Over the river and through the woods.
You guys head out, jumping from alley to alley, trying to look as nondescript as possible, though at this hour, very few people are out, short of winos, drunkards, beggars, and
My people.
the active guard themselves. Get about a quarter of a mile from the King's Respite, heading into the west side towards the wall where the bathhouses are. And you guys cut through an alleyway that is mostly almost like a miniature river itself from the rain. It's just draining into a gutter or storm drain, and it's just filled with puddles. And you guys come around the corner, and as you turn, you see two patrolling guardsmen walking the street in front of you. And as soon as you reveal from Cirion, as you reveal from the alleyway, that's one of them says, "Hold up there! What's your business doing out this late?"
I'll respond with, just making my way home from the bar.
Bit late for the bar. Which tavern's open this time at this hour?
I might have passed out back there. Making my way. Sorry to disturb you.
I'm gonna come out now and reveal myself as well.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, there you are, young man. What are you doing out so late?" And then I'm looking at Cirion when I say that, and I turn over to the guards and I say, "Oh, I'm sorry, gentlemen. Has my son? I'm sorry for my son's behavior."
I don't need you, old man. I'm fine. These guys are just helping me as I'm doing like a drunk.
The two of you need assistance home. You look pretty worse for wear.
No, I might be old, but I know my way around the city. And I'm gonna reach up and I'm gonna grab Cirion by the ear. "I'm sorry if my young boy has caused you any trouble, sirs. Please continue your noble efforts in protecting the city. I'll get this young lad home and I'll straighten him out something fierce."
Go ahead and give me a deception check at advantage.
I'm gonna inspiration. I'm inspiration.
Oh my god, all of us have now used our inspiration in this session. Whew.
I am never creating social encounters again.
I have a plus
This has been an absolute train wreck.
This whole campaign is just us with bad rolls.
Oh god.
This whole campaign is powered by our bad rolls.
I want to point out that you technically, without advantage, rolled the same thing twice.
Yes,
8 and
8.
Good god.
That's 2 natural 2s.
Oh, I need to come down from that. Give me a second. I need to mentally shift some DCs moving forward. Hang on.
Mentally shift.
Y'all got worse Paul's comment.
Okay. 20.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, the two of you shouldn't be out this late. It's past curfew. And not to mention there's been a bit of a ruckus brought up by some ne'er-do-wells. Do keep an eye out, though, and hurry on home.
Will do. We'll get home, and I'll make sure. My son here doesn't cause any more trouble for you. Come on, move along. And I yank him by the ear.
I'll give like a very like drunken style salute.
The one guard like yells back to you, Malvhor, as they sort of march past. You might want to ship him off to the army. It'll sort him out.
You know, that's not a bad idea. You hear that? When we get home, I'm gonna make you.
And I'm just gonna, as we walk away, I'll just keep yelling at him for a minute.
And I'll be like, no, Dad, come on, no.
That was close.
The most part says like, God, could you went without the ear?
I got in character. Can you? I got us out.
This ain't a game, man. Come on.
That's where you're wrong. The whole world's a game. What was it? The whole world's a stage. I can't remember.
Regardless, we're out of it. Thank you. Let's keep moving. God, my ear fucking hurts.
All right. So you guys move
Over-
along, and
overall-
eventually,
We did well there.
Yeah. eventually you get to sort of
We
the
did good at bouncing back and forth.
overgrown. You see like green vines almost coming up from the stonework from the ground, that wrapping around the marble pillars, and the building itself is chipped away and almost broken. It doesn't look near as nice as it probably did prior to Kinstrife, but you do see almost a small version of like the Greek, the Athenian Acropolis, that sort of like shape of a building, of the Osgiliath bathhouses, and you can hear the trickles of fountain water coming from within, sort of echoing off the stone. And there's a few torchlights lit around perimeter, not a whole lot. It's not very well kept, but the two of you who have lived here for several years know that this is still a place of business. It still runs daily. So it's not exactly an abandoned building, but you have arrived.
Okay, let's case the area and see if we can find that sewer entrance.
Both of you can give me perception checks.
Oh my God.
Hey, I got, that's the second 14 I got, because my 20 was a 14 as well.
Rolls are garbage tonight, guys.
Yeah, I'm about to just tear out the page, crinkle it up, throw it in the garbage, and meet y'all next week. Call it a mulligan. 15 and a 10. You walk around the perimeter of the building for a bit, and it's for the most part, it's sort of elevated up a few feet. It is a staircase on either end to get up into it, very similar to the Acropolis. So it is almost on a platform elevated from the street. So you take a once over to look around, and there doesn't seem to be anything from the outside. So do you guys continue to case from the outside, or do you want to go inside?
Let's go in and see if we can find an entrance inside.
Oh, but yeah, that's gonna be mine.
Okay. You guys go up the stairs and take a look around. You go through like the main pillars and see that the first rooms, they're sort of sectioned off. The baths. There's 3 main baths in here. And you can hear the water sort of trickling in. You get hit with this feeling of, and the smell of humidity itself, of being enclosed in here, this water. And you move around, hearing your footsteps sort of echo off, if you've ever been in like an indoor pool at a hotel at like 3 in the morning, of just sort of walking around, taking a look. The first one, you see the water is sort of clear for the most part to look at, and you don't see any obvious signs of entry or exit, and you keep walking down about 50 or so feet, and you come to like the second the bathhouse, and it's actually completely empty, and you see just overgrown green algae and mold everywhere, and you're immediately hit with this ungodly scent that almost initiates your gag reflex. It's very uncleaned area of the bathhouse. It makes you wonder, is the baths here any better than just jumping in the river? But you hold your breath for a bit and waltz inside, and you take a look around. In the bath itself, where the water would be pulled into, is actually fairly damaged. You see sections of the stone broken away and large piles of rubble sort of just piled up in parts of the pool. And you do find sort of in the center, as a result, a iron grate of where the water was sort of filtered out of. Whereas in the other one, you saw that sort of plugged up to keep the water in.
Let's see if we can remove that iron grate, Cirion. Help me out.
Okay, I'll grab a side.
I'll grab the other side.
Both of you, athletics checks.
I am terrified.
Watch the veins pop out.
Ooh!
20! Old man Malvhor.
Old man strength!
Malvhor doing most of the work.
Yeah.
Because Cirion wants to see him grow in his older age and make sure that he is at a healthy state in his life.
Are you sure you're lifting on your side? It feels pretty heavy.
Lift with your knees.
You do pull up this iron grate, and it slides off, and you shift it to the right as it hits to the ground. And in front of you is probably out a 6 foot in diameter hole that goes down into darkness, that goes down probably about 10 feet from where you can see, and then just dips away into complete darkness.
Oh, we don't have a torch, do we?
Let me check my.
No.
I almost have my stash, my inventory. Yeah, I have 5 torches.
I don't think we got those back. Because I think we only got, did we get all of our inventory back, or just our basic equipment?
Oh, wait, that's right.
You guys got most of your weapons back.
Yeah, it was the weapons mostly that we got back.
Yeah.
Weapons and armor.
Okay.
Yeah, so like your traveling gear and everything didn't seem to be there. If that
Okay.
it was probably separated.
No, that's fine.
But there were torches around the bathhouse. Let's go take one of those.
Okay.
Simple enough. You head out and you pull a torch from from one of the sconces and come back inside. What would you like to do?
I'm just looking at my skills really quickly.
Can we grab a couple torches, not just one?
Yeah, I mean, we don't
Like-
want to grab
like
too
on a-
many because let's
I mean,
grab
like
two.
3.
Two.
3.
Two.
3.
Two.
2.5.
3.
2. Damn it.
2 torches?
Two torches.
2 lit
Yeah.
torches? Okay.
Yeah, to be fair, one of us does have they can see in the dark.
That person's not here right now.
I know, but when it comes time, 2 of them can see in the dark.
All right. You got 2 torches.
Our supplies. We got the opening. What else?
I'm trying to think how we can leave a message that we went down in this grate, because I don't want to I kind of don't want to sit in this empty bath if the guards come to investigate the interior of the bathhouse.
I think they're more likely to go look at winds.
Perhaps.
We already ran into them once.
Is there something that we could do, a message we could leave that would only make sense to Locke and Vig. Oh. I'm going to can I knock just like some yeah. I'm going to extinguish one of the two torches.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use the tip of the torch, and I'm going to try and draw a soot bear on the floor near the open grate.
Okay. It's very cave drawing-esque.
Yeah. And I hope Fig gets that message. And then I'm going to use Cirion's torch to relight mine.
Okay.
Okay, help me down into this hole, Cirion.
Okay. And I'll help him down.
Okay. So you, in one hand, you have a torch, Malvhor, and Cirion grasps your one hand and slowly puts you into the drain hole, and just lowers you probably about 2.5 feet for your arm length. There, Cirion. You're sort of just dangling with your feet on the side of the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Pull the torch down, and it illuminates beneath you. It looks like it probably extends maybe another 20 feet.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to I'm going to drop my torch.
Okay.
Huh, it's like we could have used 3.
So what do I see when I drop my torch?
The torch leaves your grasp, and you see the orange light flicker and fall beneath you as it just illuminates the entirety of the cavern that you're in, and it eventually comes within your eyesight to the ground, and you see it clang against a dirt and very moist ground, probably about from where you are 25 feet down. Probably from where Cirion is,
Okay.
a 30-foot drop.
Can I like reach both sides of the walls if I like outstretch my arms and legs?
How tall are you?
I am 5'8".
Yeah, I'd say if you'd outstretch with like both your legs and your arms, you could, because it's only like a 6-foot diameter.
Okay, it's gonna be tough, and I'm going to look up at Cirion. I'm gonna say, okay, let me go. I'm gonna try to shimmy as safely down as I can, but it's gonna hurt.
Are you sure?
We don't have rope. How else are we gonna get down?
Do I have a belt?
Probably.
We're gonna use that to give him a little extra length.
Okay.
I'm assuming if I have something to carry my sword, I have a belt.
Yeah. Gives you an extra foot or two.
Okay, so I'll take. Yeah.
However big your waist is. How big are you?
I'm a thick. Well, I lost some weight in prison. You know, I got prison ripped.
The fall doesn't look big enough to kill me.
Well, let's give you all the advantage you can get. So I'm gonna take.
I appreciate that.
So I'm gonna pull him up real quick. I'm gonna undo my belt and redo the process essentially.
Okay. Probably gets him down an extra 5 feet or so.
And then I'm going to brace myself with my legs and my one arm, and then I'm going to let go and immediately try to brace myself and just try to like use the walls to slow my descent and more or less try and shimmy my way down as far as I can before I hit my
Give me an
ass.
acrobatics check.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all.
17.
17. So you slide and release, and you sort of slide down to the edge as the rocks and mud sort of flick out from the side and hit you in the face, and sort of the little bit of rocks begin to like pelt you, and you sort of wince at the pain, and you get to the very bottom where the hole actually opens up, where the hole itself, or the cavern, sort of stretches down about 20 feet of the 30-foot drop. So you get to the very edge, still holding it briefly, and then you let go to actually drop the remaining 10 feet. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
You can't win them all. I had a series of decent rolls. You can't win them all.
You did.
Yeah, and
You
it's a 10-foot drop, so it's not going to be a lot. You do take 3 bludgeoning damage on the fall.
Ah, my ankle. Oh, ooh, ooh.
As you
You
as you
alright?
fall into the ground, and it splatters as you hit like a half-inch thick of mud and water, and you're immediately hit with another strong scent from the sewers that is just unbearable to be down here, but you do land.
I'm gonna pick up the torch. Okay. I'm good. Now you just gotta fall the full 30 feet down without any help.
Oh, is that it? Can I do a quick scan around the bathhouse? See if there's like any like, probably a little late now to ask, but a little like extra rope or something.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Alright. God damn.
12. In the immediate room you're in, there doesn't seem to be any rope. There's not really supply here, not especially for a bathhouse.
Didn't
You're
think so.
gonna find water
Off chance.
or nothing.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang off the ledge. First of all, I'll put my belt back on and my sword and all my stuff. Make sure that's clear. And I'm gonna hang the ledge as low as I can get to hopefully somewhat reduce damage if I fall. And
I'm gonna give him all the clearance he needs to land. I'm not gonna be around for him to land on me.
yeah, I'm gonna try and hug the wall as best I can. I'm even gonna take like an arrow out to use it kind of like something to drag me down the wall a little bit. Use like one of the shafts or even the arrowhead to kind of like skid down the walls a little bit as I can to hopefully slow down my impact.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
Oh my god.
11.
My rolls are
Should we just quit? Like, is that? Are we done?
You-
Goodbye,
you-
campaign. New one.
You hang.
Can
you
I just
hang over
swan
the-
dive?
You hang over the edge and you pull an arrow from your quiver. Which, do you actually have a bow?
Yeah.
You've only used the sword, so I was questioning things for a second.
I thought I used a bow
Um,
once in a campaign.
Once.
Probably session 1.
You
Probably.
you hang off the one with one hand on over the edge. You pull out an arrow and then you stick it into the side as best you can, and you let go, and you begin to sort of free fall, trying to use the arrow to slow your descent. And the arrowhead about 2 feet later just snaps off and goes flying and just careens across and ricochets from the well. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
He's
I-
you better
I
get like a
wanna bother
natural
rolling
20
this.
here. Hey, that's
That's better.
good.
15. At the last second, you are able to sort of right your fall and sort of lean into it and tuck and roll. You do still take 7 bludgeoning damage. As you almost you roll into it, and you like sort of roll on the ground twice, and you land face first into the muck.
And I'm just gonna lay there for a second, just kind of groan like, I'm gonna look up at Malvhor.
Come on.
Great idea.
Hey, it's working. We're here. We're alive. Let's go, kid.
I'm gonna get up and just kind of like brush myself off. Just kind of like just look at him for a second, be like, lead the way.
let's see if we can try and make heads or tails of where this sewer leads.
Hopefully more heads than tails.
I'm actually going to extinguish my torch again.
Okay.
And I'm going to keep it extinguished. I'm going to rely on your torch, Cirion. And I'm going to use the second torch to mark where we're going at every juncture. If there's a juncture, I'm gonna mark where we came from and what direction we went. And I'm gonna keep doing the bear, and I'm gonna point an arrow in the direction we went. We're going in the direction we came from and where we're going.
Okay. From where you land, the tunnel does outstretch in your left and right directions. Whoever is sort of leading this excursion, go ahead and give me a survival check.
That would be me. I'm done. Good night, everybody.
This is oh my god.
We're gonna get
I'm
lost.
switching to a system that is purely RP based. No dice. I'm done.
We have the same survival modifier.
Could I wish?
2.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys wander for probably the better part of an hour and a half of trying to get your bearings of where this tunnel system, the sewer system of Osgiliath leads. You come across several that are sort of outpouring of water from large, probably about 10 foot to 15 foot in diameter drainage pipes coming in from above topside. And they're essentially give you the idea that that's probably heading back up to the surface. That's not really what we want. You double back, and once you sort of figure out the lay of the land, that if you were to look at like the pipe system, it looks like the downtown city map of Pittsburgh. It's just a fucking mess. But you eventually begin to wind your way through and begin marking once you have a good grasp of things. And after a while, you start to see a little bit of glimmer of light at the end of one of the tunnels. With the amount of time you've been down here and the amount of time the escape took and everything, you're starting to get the feeling that dawn is probably right around the corner. And you make your way following the sewer system to the edge of where it looks like it opens up outside the wall and through a large grate system, but has seemingly eroded away one portion of it to be able to crawl through.
Okay, let's wait here. Morning is here. Let's wait here for the rest. We can also double back if we want to catch them at the entrance of the sewers, but I did leave...
I hope they know to come down here.
I did leave notes of trail breadcrumbs. And I'm sure, I'm sure everything went perfectly well on their end, and that they'll be down here in no time.
Oh god.
At one point while you were down here, you pretty sure you started hearing bells ring out again.
Man, they really must be looking for us. But they're not gonna find us. We're in the sewers. No guards down here.
For now.
Everything floats down here.
You'll float too.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys wish to do while you wait for your companions?
Just wait. I think we should just wait at the very exit of the sewers, just inside them, just so we're still hidden.
Okay. Vig!
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh god.
Based on your guys' previous discussion as a party, you and Locke, attempting to evade any increased patrol patterns, head over towards the King's Respite and rush through the door and immediately close it, trying to catch your breath with your hands on your legs. Just go, You have arrived back at the King's Respite, where your fellowship initially agreed upon to meet when everything was said and done.
Awesome, awesome. What do I see when walking in first?
You hear the fire, and you do hear a couple of voices around the corner, but when the door sort of closes behind it, the voices cease. Beyond that, the main foyer, main dining hall itself is fairly empty.
Oh God, what do I do? I'm gonna go toward the voices
Okay.
in a small rush. See who's here.
Okay. You follow the voices to behind the bar into behind a door that you sort of open up into a very small pantry-like area where you see Wynn and Ashlyn discussing matters as you sort of appear in the doorway, and they both sort of wide-eyed looked in your direction. Oh, I don't mean to dictate what you young people think might be right.
Where are
But
they?
maybe returning to the place where they were initially found is a stupid idea. Who thought of this?
I supposed to respond to mighty, all wise and mighty Win with those words.
Ever heard of returning to the scene of the crime? Why are you?
No, where are they?
They.
What's a crime? Never mind, I do know what that is.
What's a scene?
What's a... Yes.
I have waited so many years to say this, but I am too old for this shit.
We got the nice win. They get the angry win.
What the hell am I getting?
You're getting scolded by Grandpa.
I'm just, can you just imagine, like, Big Fig, you know, what from Wayne and everything, just looking at him going like, what?
He
Yeah,
sort of
drop a
places
blood
his
on her this time.
he places his hand, or he places his face in his hand as he's just sort of like exasperated, going, Valor, help us. And Ashlyn just
Cirion, where they...
Ashlyn lets out an exasperated sigh. They were here not too long ago. An hour, 2 hours at most. Grandfather here was telling me that they are planning to leave the city, as she sort of hushes a bit. Leave the city via the sewer system of Osgiliath. And that the two of you should make for the bathhouse in the western side of the city.
I see. I'm gonna turn around and look at Locke. Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard it. First, here, before we take another step, went through a lot of trouble back there. Reaches into his pack, pulls out the gold object. Here, your cut of the heist.
Me?
Yes, you? Who else helped me back there?
I don't... What is this?
He hands it over to you, and it looks to be a gold armband that actually slides over the arm and up to sort of the bicep and the shoulder. And it looks a little tarnished. It looks like it hasn't been polished in a while, but it is a sturdy gold material, and it actually wraps around the arm 3 times until it gets to the point of the tree where it like sort of blossoms out into leaves. Yeah.
Oh. You found this there.
It was whatever you were calling to my attention.
Oh. I thought it would be the sword. blade. What is this? What? Thanks.
You can find it in your inventory now,
Oh! I got a shiny!
if you care to read it over before proceeding.
I don't...
It should be under handouts.
Oh. I'm looking at the wrong... Under handouts? Aha! I found it. Oh! Sweet. I will take off my gloves so that I just have this sleeve. Do I have sleeves? Do I have sleeves?
I don't know, do you?
Doesn't matter. I put it on.
Okay. Oddly enough, it's fitting of you. Alright. Old timer, you say they went to the bathhouse? Oh, then I believe that's where we must go. Vig, are you ready to keep running?
Of course. I've run from worse. Far worse.
Pray you never have to run from the things my people have. Ashlyn, are you coming? The Wynn and Ashlyn sort of look at one another. Her quiver's still on her back, along with her bow. Her eyes still smeared with the soot that she used to help in the night escape. And without looking back at Locke, remaining to look at Wynn, after their gaze sort of breaks from one another, and Wynn sort of looks down at the ground. I am. My path lies outside of these walls. And it's time for me to leave. All right then. We don't have time to waste. Vig, Ashlyn, let's go. Wynn, thank you for your hospitality and the kindness you've shown us. I aim to return the favor one day.
I give Wynn all of my money. Which is 4 silver pieces and 1 copper.
He's just befuddled by the gesture. Vig, dear, you do not have to do this. I appreciate it, but where you're going, you might very well need this more than me.
I would like to show my gratitude, though, and this is all I have to give. Wait, what else do I have? Nope. Really? Just weapons and silver pieces?
Yep. Oh wait,
Funny
you
how that
didn't.
works.
You didn't lose all of your equipment like we did.
No.
I understand. And
Oh, no. I'm going to cuz I do have some like a little bundle of feathers in my hair as part of like some fun accessory stuff. I'm going to pluck one of them out of my hair and I'm just going to hand it to him and yeah, I'm just going to like hand it to him quietly.
he takes it and almost sort of clasps your hand in the gesture as well and sort of pulls it towards you tightly, or towards him tightly, while holding your hand. I will treasure this for a long time. Please, keep Ashlyn safe.
Of course. And thank you for everything.
The least I can do. She's all I have left. Sort of lets go and takes the feather in hand. Now go. It'll be dawn soon, and the whole city will be lit on fire by the town crier. Go. He sort of shoos you out the door.
I'm gonna turn around and start running out of the inn once I do another quick glance at both Locke and Ashlyn to make sure we're all set.
The three of you head out, back out into the sort of pre-dawn twilight of the day, and move swiftly across the city, heading towards the bathhouses. You eventually get there just before the proprietor would be getting ready for the day of the bathhouse. There is Locke's character sheet. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you guys head inside.
Is it no longer dark? Or
It is no longer
okay.
dark.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Are we done yet?
Oh, the pain!
Sauron takes the ring, everyone dies.
Okay, good
That
game,
wasn't even
everybody.
this campaign.
Shit accelerated.
Witch King shows up just, hi! Obliterates
Me again. You guys
Hey boys.
you guys burn a long time trying to find your companions and any signs left behind. It's not until as the sun begins to peak over and we get to probably about 7 in the morning
Oh,
where it's no longer night, and you guys discover a soot marked bear in the middle of the drained pool of the bathhouse. The three of you slow and begin your descent. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
oh, I was just about to close my character sheet and giving up. Okay,
Hey.
that's not
Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw for that last 10.
I didn't roll a 10.
No, the last 10 feet, sorry.
Oh.
What?
A deck save?
Yes.
Oh.
19, you take no damage.
Yay!
Locke,
Walk falls
however,
on a stalagmite.
One
Locke took 12
gross.
damage. Yeah, Locke took 12 damage.
Ouch.
The most.
Yeah. Funny how 3d6 works. When you fail the acrobatics check, you just fall all 30 feet. If you succeed, you only fall the 10 feet.
Wait, so how do I take no damage?
Because you succeeded your dex save.
Oh, okay.
Because you were... It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. Trust
Oh,
me.
okay. I'm just trying to make sure.
Trust the process.
Trust what I tell you to take and do is correct.
Okay.
This is the nature of the DM.
Okie dokies.
The three of you eventually land, one with a twisted ankle of sorts, and limp and follow these familiar signs now to the edge of the sewer system just outside of Osgiliath, reuniting with your other two companions who have been sitting there for a few hours, waiting in hopes that the individuals would
Dude.
return.
Should we go back? Do you think they're in trouble?
No, it's not looking good.
I mean, what? It's almost noon? Almost midday? They're not here?
I think we should go look.
Hey,
Oh!
All the efforts were well rewarded.
time to go. Now.
I mean,
Okay, you're right, lady.
I figured we were just taking our time.
You heard the lady, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. We got a long road ahead of us.
You guys embark. Go.
I was just gonna say, how'd the heist go? Oh,
Talk later. Go.
Oh, okay.
You guys embark, tired, some of you bruised and bloodied, but you head out from Osgiliath, from the sewers, out into the wilderness, just southwest of Osgiliath and just south of Minas Tirith, heading towards the river to get some distance between you and the city before you plot your journey path from here using the map. Behind you lays a city that some of you called home for several years, now out to get you, out to hunt you down and bring you back to whatever justice they've construed that you deserve. Maybe you'll return, maybe you won't. But the path now lies in front of you towards the south, into the fellow fiefdom of Gondor known as Pelargir. And that is where we will pick up next week.
Oh boy.
That was
As
like
we leave the city.
that was like pulling teeth.
God, that was painful. Just painful.
We rolled so many
Two.
natural ones tonight.
Yeah, it's been rough.
I thought it'd be like a quick thing, but
4, 5.
To be fair, I don't know if
4,
I've rolled a natural one myself, but I did roll a couple
6.
low ones.
There were 6 natural ones for the Fellowship today.
Okay, can we get some stats of who rolled the most?
Locke had 2 off the top of my head. Cirion 1.
I don't think did I roll a natural one?
You rolled at
I
least
just
one.
only
Fig had 1.
Oh, that's right.
Initiative,
Yeah,
which
that's right.
isn't a big deal. The
Yeah.
the rest are held by Cirion and Locke.
Cirion had 3.
sorry, guys.
Right?
Yeah, it looks like Cirion had 3.
Yeah. Too many,
Wild.
some might say.
Wild.
Well, we'll find out what you guys do next week. You have to plot the course, the path you will take, determine how long this journey will take, and what lies ahead of you between here and Pelargir. And what is in Pelargir?
Friends.
Hopefully. Help.
In the mysterious, unmarked, unsealed letter that was left behind for you to fill you with hope, give you direction. But behind you, you leave Win, and eventually Mana Ame will find out that you guys have left the city.
Oops.
But your 2, at this point, probably most trusted allies remain in the city. Ahead of you lies wilderness and unknown lands.
We got a new party member.
For now.
Ashland's gonna
Ashlyn
be a
does join you.
permanent DMPC.
No, nothing touches Ashlyn.
Our whole
I like
mission,
it.
everyone, is just to keep Ashland in the party as much as possible. Ashlyn says, "Oh, I gotta go do. Oh, we'll come with you.
Yeah.
I gotta do it.
No,
No, we
you
insist."
shouldn't. Yeah. I gotta go do this. No, I don't think you should. Nat 20 persuasion check.
Without luck, it'd be Nat 1.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
kidding at this rate with how we roll.
Well, we'll pick this up next week, and hopefully with better rolls, and hopefully not with an absolute clusterfuck of scenarios. But you guys are going on your 3rd journey, technically, because the first one you preempt, then the second one you went to the mines,
We're gonna
and
really
now you're
need
going
a,
up for your third and longer journey.
we're gonna really need a
So-
hunter for this journey because we don't have food. We don't have traveling rations.
I'm supposed to be good at that. I failed every time.
Well, thank you for the
Well,
game.
we'll see what happens. So, that's it for us. We'll be back next week. Thanks for joining us, and I will see you on Friday.
Hey, me too.
Have a good night, everyone. Stay
guys.
proficient.